delicious.
Bedtime stories and songs. Oh, hi. I see that you're all jammied up and snuggled down for the night. But you're not asleep yet, are you? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, would you? Well, you came to the right place because I'm going to show you the all-time greatest, never-failing, foolproof, best method of falling asleep. Just do as I say, and I'll have you sleeping peacefully in no time. Now, the first thing you have to do is find a comfortable sleeping position. So just do whatever I do. First, I kind of go around, find a nice place to settle down, kind of smooth out my nest with my feet. And then, it looks like a good spot. You just settle down, and then you just put your tail in the air. You're not comfortable either, huh? Well, let's try it this way. Just put your head under your wing, and then you just drift away because it's dark under your wing, Elizabeth. Wait a minute. Some of you aren't birds, so this isn't such a good idea, huh? Okay, well, let's just stick to basics. Let's just find a nice place and kind of lie back, and then get all relaxed so you can go right to sleep. First, let your ankles relax, your feet flop, and then you let your knees relax. And then finally, you feel your shoulders relax and just let your head fall so that your beak lies on your feathers and you can sleep.
Sometimes I have trouble falling asleep, but it's not so bad.
Not again.
I don't worry and I don't weep. In fact, I'm glad, because I get up off my pillow and I flip on the light. I get down
Turn the
and
light
get
back off.
in the still of the night. I stretch and I yawn and then I breathe real deep
Honey.
and dance myself to sleep.
Oh, why me?
I hoof around my beddy, just a tapping my toes. Before I know what's happening, I'm ready to doze. Got some partners I can count on, called the Boogie Woogie Sheep.
What?
I dance myself to sleep.
I don't believe
I
this.
gently rock by myself
Honey.
across the floor.
Honey.
I turn and then I toss and then I start to snore. My trusty little bugle helps me spread the news that I'm tapping two taps and I'm a raring to snooze.
Oh, not the bugle. Honey. Those sheep were tap dancing. Oh, why me?
Oh, that's nothing, Bert. Wait till you see Rubber Ducky play the bugle. What's this, Rubber Ducky? He's a boogie woogie bugle duck of Sesame Street.
Honey, your
Well,
sheep.
I'm getting kind
Your
of
sheep.
drowsy, so
Call
the
them off,
moment
please.
has come to
Wait.
grab my rubber ducky
No,
while the
not
sheep
outside,
take my
please.
chum. Time to
Not
shuffle
outside,
off to
sheep.
dreamland, got a date to keep. We'll dance ourselves to sleep, oh yeah. We'll dance ourselves to sleep, wearing our jammies. We'll dance ourselves to sleep, and thank you, lammies. We'll dance ourselves to sleep.
What? Oh, gee, I must have dozed off. Huh. Well, then, I guess you'll believe me now when I tell you my methods work. Hi, Mrs. Honker. Oh, it's way past the baby honker's bedtime, but she won't go to sleep? Oh, well, don't worry about a thing, because you're just in time for my second sleeping tip. Probably the most famous, popular, and widely used method of all. Counting sheep. Okay, now you imagine sheep jumping over a fence, see? Then you count the imaginary sheep. The more you count, the sleepier you get. Oh, she doesn't know how to count yet. Oh, wait, listen. She doesn't have to know how to count because she can imagine the counting imaginary sheep. He can count. Okay, here we go. Imagine now.
Now, if I'm going to count sheep jumping over a fence, first I need a fence. There. One cute little fence. And now for the sheep. One cute little woolly sheep jumping the fence. Two cute little sheep jumping the fence. Three little sheep jumping the fence. Four little sheep jumping the fence. Five little sheep jumping the fence. Six little sheep jumping the fence. Oh, I love this. Seven little sheep jumping the fence. Eight little sheep jumping the fence.
Hello there. This is your furry old pal, Grover, on the moon. That is right. One small step for Grover, one giant leap for monster kind. It certainly is dark here on the moon. I cannot even see the deep craters. Whew. Ooh, it is cold, too. Cold and dark and a little bit scary here on the moon. All by myself. At least, I think I am by myself. Oh, what if there are a lot of moon creatures all around me? Oh, be still, my little heart. Whew. Now that is called letting your imagination run away with you. But here I really am, safe and sound, in my cozy little bed. That is what is so nice about pretending. It is not really happening, you see. No, I was just pretending that I was on the moon when I was really safe in my little bed under my covers here. But you know what is so nice about pretending? You can make it stop any time you want to, like I just did, because I was scared. But you know what else is nice about pretending? You can make it start anytime you want to, like now. Here I am, Grover, lost in the desert. I have no food or hot water, and my camel Irving is taking a nap. It is nighttime, and Irving, I'm scared again.
How do you like that? Big Bird invites me to sleep over, and he's already asleep. Hey, Big Bird! Hey, Big Bird!
Oh, hi, Tilly.
Hey, I'm sleeping over, remember? Gee, I never slept in a nest before. I hope there's enough room.
Oh, sure. There's enough room. It's just you and me and Radar.
Yeah, well, don't forget Sparky.
Oh. Yeah, I know you can't get to sleep without Sparky.
Yeah, and Sparky can't get to sleep without Bunny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then Bunny can't get to sleep without Winkle.
Winkle. Okay.
Yeah, and Winkle can't get to sleep without Daisy.
Yeah.
And then Daisy can't get to sleep without little Sweet Pea. And then Sweet Pea can't get to sleep without Snuffy Pie.
Oh, me love to look out window at night. See all the pretty stars twinkle, twinkle. But you know what me like to look at best of all? The moon. It's so big and round. You know what moon remind me of? It remind me of great, big, delicious cookie. Imagine what me do if moon was cookie. Just imagine. If moon was cookie, me think me would be happiest monster you ever see. Me put on a spacesuit, then up through the night. Me ride in a rocket to go take a bite. Me take flight from here, me take flight from there, and pretty soon me bite everywhere. Me eat with both hands, no need fork or spoon. Me chew it all up until there's no moon. What happened? Who turned out the lights? Oh, me know what happened. Me eat moon, and now there's no moonlight. If moon was cookie, it wouldn't be fine. Because if me ate it, then it wouldn't shine. Me come to the window and look up at night. But no little moonbeams would give me their light. So me not like to say it, but it clear to me, it lucky the moon is not a cookie.
And Jackson can't get to sleep without little Flipper here.
And who does Flipper need to get to sleep?
Me!
Oh, good. Which brings me to my next method of falling asleep. It's called the find something soft to cuddle up with method, like stuffed animals, or some people use a blanket. Sometimes you can listen to a story while you do this. Sometimes.
Hi. I'd like to read you a story called The King's Problem. See? The King's Problem. Okay? Now it goes like this. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a king who had a great problem. So he called all the people of the kingdom to his castle to see if they could help him.
Listen, have you heard the king has a problem? There's a big problem over there.
Who doesn't? Well, I'm the biggest person in the kingdom, so I can solve the king's problem.
Oh, okay, you certainly...
What's that? The king has a problem? Well, I'm the fastest person in the kingdom, so I'll solve it fast.
Hear that? Yeah.
Well, far be it from me to argue, but I'm the smartest person in the kingdom. So if the king has a problem, I will figure out the answer.
Oh, hear that? I'm not sure.
Hi, I just got here. I heard the king had a problem, so I came to see if I could help.
Look how small you are, though.
I'm not big or speedy or smart. In fact, all I am is small.
That's for sure.
I guess I can't help the king.
Oh, hello there. What a terrific turnout here. I'm glad you all could make it to my throne room here. But you see, I have a problem.
Your Majesty, I'm the biggest person in the kingdom, so I will solve it.
And I'm the faster, so I'll solve it. Excuse me, Your Majesty, but I am the smartest, so I will solve your problem.
Well, I'm afraid that none of you can solve it.
What?
Nobody can solve my problem. But wait! You, where are you going?
Me? But I'm too small to help any...
No, come back here. You can solve my problem.
What, she? Oh.
You see, this morning, while I was bending over to pick a piece of royal dust off my royal rug, my golden crown fell off and rolled under the throne.
Lost his crown under the throne. Oh.
That's the way the bauble bounces.
Well, Your Highness, I'm too big to fit under the throne.
Being fast won't help.
True.
And being smart won't get it out.
Yeah.
But you, because you are small, you and only you can fit under my throne and get my crown.
Oh, well, I'll try.
Give it a try.
All right.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
Think she'll be able to do it?
Oh, yeah. She's trying harder. I think she's doing it.
Yes.
Look at that.
She did it.
And since I'm big, I'll carry you on my shoulders to show you how proud we are of you.
And I'm fast, so I'll race around the kingdom telling everyone you found the king's crown. And since I am smart, I will write a wonderful poem about you finding the king's crown.
So the king got his crown back, and they all lived happily ever after. And they all learned something else, too. That being small can sometimes be the most important thing in the world. You remember that, too.
Well, Snuffy, here's your teddy bear.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's everything now. We can go to bed, okay?
Well, not everything, Gordon.
Oh? Well, what did we forget?
Well, we forgot about the Snuffle Lullaby. My mommy and I always sing it before I go to bed.
But Snuffy, I don't know the Snuffle Lullaby.
Oh, well, that's no problem, Gordon. Just listen. I'll sing it for you. First you turn your body all the way around, then you let it sag until it hits the ground. Loosen up your neck, give your back a shrug, then hunker down and huddle till you're nice and snug.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Rest your fuzzy Snuffle on your furry knees. Give your favorite teddy bear a good night squeeze. Tuck your tail in tight, now say good night, and hum the Snuffle Lullaby.
Hey!
Yeah, go ahead, Gordon.
Oh, me? Well, okay, I'll give it a try. First you turn your body all the way around, then you let it sag until it hits the ground. Loosen up your neck, give your back a shrug, then hunker down and huddle till you're nice and snug.
Now you got it, Gordon.
Rest your fuzzy Snuffle on your furry knees. Give your favorite teddy bear a good night squeeze. Tuck your tail in tight, now say good night, and hum the Snuffle Lullaby.
That's right. And hum the Snuffle Lullaby. And hum the Snuffle Lullaby.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, will you look at that?
How can they sleep when they're all sprawled out like that?
Buster?
Hmm?
What are you doing?
Oh, hi, Susan. I was just looking at those two over there. I don't know how they can get to sleep that way. What you got to do is just stay on all fours, that's all. Just kind of sway back and forth, kind of like this. Kind of nice and gentle like. Then kind of let your muzzle droop.
Buster, nobody falls asleep standing up. Well, I'm glad that's not the only way to fall asleep, aren't you?
Everybody sleeps. Everybody sleeps. Every night we close our eyes until the morning creeps. All animals and people, every day of the week, like to sleep. How do we know it's so? 'Cause everybody sleeps. There are people who sleep lightly. There are people who sleep sound. There are folks who tuck themselves in bed, and some sleep on the ground. There are people who sleep nightly. There are people who sleep days. But it really doesn't matter, don't you know it's so? 'Cause you sleep in so very many ways. Everybody sleeps. Everybody sleeps. Every night we close our eyes until the morning creeps. All animals and people, every day of the week, like to sleep. How do we know it's so? 'Cause everybody sleeps. Everybody sleeps. Everybody sleeps.
Bert! Wake up, Bert! Bert, wake up! Bert!
I'm up! What?
Hey, Bert.
Huh?
I can't sleep.
Oh, Ernie.
Oh, but...
Well,
Bert?
why can't you sleep, Ernie?
Well, I don't know. I'm scared, I think, Bert.
What are you scared of, Ernie?
Oh, lots of things like dark shadows and spooky things, monsters.
Oh, but now, Ernie, listen. Ernie, you know Grover and Harry and Cookie and they're monsters, and you're not scared of them, right?
Oh, I don't mean monsters like that, Bert. I mean spooky, scary monsters that come creeping up at you at night, and they go, wubba wubba.
Wabba.
Oh, don't say that, Bert. You'll scare me.
Oh, Ernie, you know what? You're imagining that.
I'm imagining it,
it's
Bert?
just your imagination. Now get into bed. Go ahead, get into bed.
Okay, Bert.
Oh, Ernie. Get under the covers.
Okay, Bert.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now listen, you're imagining all those scary things, but you can imagine nice things, real nice and good things too. Like, well, what do you like?
Oh, I like big balloons, Bert.
Oh, well, that's nice, big balloons, good. What else do you like?
Oh, small balloons, Bert.
Small balloons. Okay, so you like big balloons and you like small balloons. There must be something else you like, though.
Oh, there is, Bert.
Oh, good, what?
Middle-sized balloons, Bert.
Well, okay, so you like balloons.
Oh, yes, Bert.
Well, good, then imagine balloons.
Well, I try to imagine balloons, Bert, but,
Yeah?
well, it's hard.
Here in the middle of imagination, right in the middle of my head, I close my eyes and my home isn't home, and my bed isn't really my bed. I look inside and discover things that are sometimes strange and new. And the most remarkable thoughts, I think, have a way of being true.
Here in the middle of imagination, right in the middle of my mind, I close my eyes and the night isn't dark, and the things that I lose I find.
Time stands still and the night is clear, and the wind is warm and fair.
And the nicest place is the middle of imagination when I'm there.
Gee, everybody on Sesame Street is asleep, except me and you. Huh. And I'm not sleepy at all for some reason. I guess I'll just have to tell you how to fall asleep all over again. Well, I always like to start with the soggy knees method, and then
Delicious.
Big Bird story time.
Hi, I'm glad you're here because it's story time. Big Bird's here, and Snuffy's here, and now you're here too.
That's right. Maria's going to read to Snuffy and me before we take our little naps, huh?
Okay, you're all set, aren't you?
Oh, sure. I got my blanket.
And I have my blanket too.
Okay.
And I got my radar.
Yep.
It's a teddy bear.
And I've got Mr. Anteloper.
And look, I even have some bird seed in case I need a little snack while you're reading.
Okay.
And I brought along a little snack too.
Okay, so where's the storybook?
Beg your pardon?
Well, the storybook, I can't read a story to you without a storybook.
Oh, my goodness. Of course. Oh, well, gee. Stuffy and I have to run down to the library for a second. Would you mind waiting here, Maria? Come on, Snuff. We gotta hurry.
Okay, Bird.
After you, my dear Alfonso.
Yep.
Well, don't go away, because as soon as they're back, I'll read a story for them, and for you, too.
I wonder if they have any books in this library that might be interesting to a grouch.
Books interesting to a grouch?
You want to know if there might be books interesting to a grouch?
Oh, no, not you two guys again.
I'm Gilbert, and I know all about grouches.
And I'm Sullivan, and I know all about what's in a library.
Yeah, but you guys always tell me too much about everything. All I said was...
Shh. We'll tell you all about it.
Oh, good grief, here they go again.
There's books for him and books for her and books for you and me. You'll find good books for everyone at your library.
I love a good adventure book with swordsmen, knights, and duels.
And I love books of animals like bunnies, cows, and mules.
Please spare me all your action books or kangaroos with pouches. What I am really looking for are books designed for grouches.
There are love stories, sweet stories, tales of romance. There are books about music and books about dance.
And how about a travel book? Far away lands full of jungles and mountains and hot desert sands.
And how about a mystery book, detectives, cops, and spies?
Well, I prefer a cooking book with salads, cakes, and pies.
I do not care for travel books or books on cooking hash. If you don't mind, please point me to the books that deal with trash.
Sing yo-ho-ho for a song about the sea, for a sailor around the ocean is the thing I want to be.
What?
I said, sing yo-ho-ho for a song about the sea, for a sailor around the ocean is the thing I want to be.
That was very good, my boy.
A book on baseball, football, and lots of other games. All the scores and all the players, both their numbers and their names.
I don't care about the ocean or the 100-meter dash. Please won't someone find for me the books that deal with trash?
There are books about buses and books about cars.
There are books about planets and books about stars.
There are books about fishing for tuna and bass.
And how to plant flowers instead of just grass.
There are books about people like statesmen and kings.
And how about inventors who think up new things? There are books about sewing and science and art. There's so much I sometimes don't know where to start.
There are books about treasures that long ago sunk.
But you still haven't shown me the books about junk.
Don't yell, don't scream, don't start to steam, don't make an angry face. So if you want trash, don't shout, there's trash, you only have to say so. If you will face in this direction, there's our special grouches section.
Wow! I'm
we said before. A library's a place where if you take your eyes and look, you'll find whatever you're seeking in a magazine or book. There's books for him and books for her and books for you and me. You'll find good books for everyone at your library. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Hey, will you people please pipe down? I'm trying to read. This is a library.
You'll find good books for everyone at your library.
Here they come.
Come on, Snuff. You can get
Careful
through.
now. Careful.
One little push. Here you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew he could do it.
Attaboy.
Gee, Maria, you know, we got all the way down to the library, and it was closed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but we just stopped at Mr. Hooper's store, and we bought a newspaper for you to read to us.
Oh.
Snuffy has it in his mouth.
Oh.
He wanted to carry it like a dog does.
Woof, woof.
The Sesame Street News.
Yeah.
Business section?
Oh, boring.
Okay, sports section.
No.
Oh, here it is, a fairy tale section.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh, here's something about the Princess Rapunzel.
Oh, really?
Do you remember her? She was the one that got captured by a wicked witch.
And put her in a tower?
Put her in locked her in a tower, and then a handsome prince came to the tower and asked her to let down her hair. Remember? And it was so long, he was able to climb up her hair and help her get out of the tower. Do you remember, Big Bird?
I remember.
Yes.
It's about that.
Well, there's a story about it right here, and it says, a reporter from this paper went out to the tower to see how the rescue plan was progressing.
Hi all, this is Kermit the Frog of Sesame Street News, and today I am standing at the base of the tower where the Princess Rapunzel is being held prisoner by the Wicked Witch. Now that, as you can probably tell, is the Princess Rapunzel. Now you can tell that's Rapunzel because she has such fantastically long hair. Now the Princess Rapunzel has the longest hair in the entire kingdom. And today we're awaiting the arrival of Prince Charming, who's due to rescue her at any instant. Matter of fact, I think I hear a horse approaching now.
Easy, big fellow.
That sort of looks like it might be Prince Charming.
All right.
Sounds like his
Stay.
horse. We'll
Sit, boy. Good boy.
see if this is him. Yes, that really looks like Prince Charming. Pardon me, sir. Can you tell me, are you really indeed Prince Charming?
Of course.
Yes, and you're here to rescue the Princess Rapunzel, is that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where is she?
She's right up in the tower there.
My love!
Isn't that beautiful? Pardon me, Prince. Can you tell me, do you have a plan to rescue this Princess Rapunzel?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us what your plan is?
Yes.
You do mind. You won't tell us.
Go away.
Well, okay. I see he does not want to divulge the plan, but we'll just find out.
Please.
Of course, Prince. Certainly. Carry on. Go right ahead. We'll just talk very quietly.
Please.
Right. Okay. Yes, yes.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Aha. See, that's what the plan is. He's asking the princess to lower her hair, and she's probably going to let her hair down, and then the prince will climb up the hair and affect the rescue.
Frog.
Right, sorry. Carry on. Don't mean to interrupt there.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. Can you talk louder?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
My what? Let down my what? I still can't hear you. Can you talk louder?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
My hair?
Your hair, yes.
You want me to let down my hair?
You got it down here.
Oh, okay.
Your hair.
Yeah, sure.
Now.
Yeah. Hey, Prince, now what, huh? What do I do now?
I don't know.
Hey, where you going? What about my
I'll
hair?
leave it with the frog!
But wait a second.
He's right there!
I don't think this is the way the story is supposed to... listen, this is Kermit the Frog of Sesame Street News, returning you now to your regularly scheduled program.
I lost my horse.
He was over...
Oh, wow, look. Here's something about an accident.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. The headline says, Dumpty tumbles. Oh, this is about Humpty Dumpty. Remember him?
Yeah, Humpty Dumpty. He was the one that sat on the wall.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. That's right. Let's see. It says here, Humpty Dumpty, that egg we all know and love, fell off a wall today.
Again.
Our reporter went down to the wall to get the latest on Mr. Dumpty's condition.
Hi-ho, this is Kermit the Frog speaking to you from the scene of the accident, where Mr. Humpty Dumpty has just fallen off of his wall. And to recapitulate that story, you may remember that Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, and Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And all of the king's horses and all of the king's men, and wait a minute, that's one of the king's cows back there. Pardon me, cow. I believe it's just supposed to be all the king's horses here. Come on, get out, get out, get out. All the king's horses and all the king's men are indeed trying to put Mr. Humpty Dumpty back together again, and we're going to get a word in with one of the king's horses here right now. Pardon me, horse. Kermit the Frog here at Sesame Street News. Can you tell us just what's happening with Mr. Dumpty over there?
Well, Dumpty's a tough egg.
Yeah, tough
Not what
egg,
you'd
yeah.
call hard-boiled or anything.
Hard-boiled,
But
right.
he had a pretty bad fall.
Bad fall, you say?
You can see part of him over there.
Yes, that's part.
Yeah, there's another part of him.
Gotcha, another part.
And right there, that's the final part right there. That's the last of him.
Yes, I see.
Yep, well, I got to get back to work, Frog.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, folks, as you can see, it's been a bad break for Mr. Humpty Dumpty, but the delicate job of putting him back together again has started. Matter of fact, if you look back there now, you can see that they've got the bottom and middle parts together. Yeah, and right there, see that? There comes the top part right now. This is a very exciting and dramatic moment, friends. And matter of fact, there it is. They've got Mr. Humpty Dumpty back together again. Yay! Oh, look at that, friends. Look at that, friends. Humpty Dumpty is back together again.
Yes, I am.
Well, listen, Kermit the Frog here of Sesame Street News here.
Hi, Frog.
Yes, well, I just wanted to ask you...
Oh, Sesame Street. How do I look?
You look fine, yeah.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to ask you, how does it feel to have it all together again, huh?
Well, golly, I just feel like a brand new person.
Well, you certainly look like one. And speaking for all the egg lovers of the country, I want you to know it's very nice to have you back. Horses, king's men.
Oh, no.
I'm awfully sorry about that.
Some story, huh? Oh, hey, here's something weird. Witch talks to mirror.
Really?
Yeah. It says here, the witch from the story about Snow White bought herself a mirror. She hung it up in her castle, and castle sources say they've seen her talking to it.
That is weird.
It says here, a reporter went to the witch's castle to check it out. Continued on page, oh yes.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, and today I'm speaking to you from the magic mirror room of the Wicked Witch. And we understand that the Wicked Witch is on her way here. She's expected shortly, and she plans to ask her magic mirror a very important question. And standing next to me now is the mirror to which the witch will address that question. Pardon me, come in, magic mirror, please. Sir? Good heavens. Excuse me, mirror, but do you happen to know what question the witch will be asking you, please, sir?
Of course. The same question she always asks me.
And what is that question, please, sir?
Who's the fairest of them all?
And do you know what you're going to reply to that, sir?
I always reply honestly, of course.
Good.
Snow White.
And how does the witch react when you tell her that, please, sir?
It drives her up the wall, Froggy.
Oh, well, that's the way the story goes, folks. Oops, matter of fact, I think the witch is coming now. I think I must betake myself to a place of concealment.
Ah, mirror, I'm gonna get you this time. Let's see, is mic working here? Testing 1, 2. Okay. Mirror, mirror, come in, mirror, over.
Mirror here.
All right, mirror, mirror, on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Well, that's the question, folks. We all know what's going to happen next, don't we?
And?
Hold it. She's changing the question.
Who's the fairest of them all and is wearing a hat, has 2 beautiful eyes, is green, is in the same room with you right now, and is holding a microphone.
Wow, this is certainly very clever of the witch, because the mirror cannot possibly answer Snow White, because Snow White doesn't have all that stuff.
Who's the fairest of them all? Is wearing a hat.
Right here, kid.
Has 2 beautiful eyes.
Look at these, baby.
Is green. Is in the same room with me right now. And is holding a microphone.
Lay it on me, baby.
Kermit the Frog.
Me?
Why?
Me? I'm the fairest? Oh, really? Well, thank you.
You know what?
This is Kermit the Fair Frog.
He is kind of cute.
Returning you to your regularly scheduled program.
Oh, those are sweet flippers. Where'd you get them?
Thank you.
Glad I don't have a mirror like that.
Yeah. And did you notice that there's only one reporter on this whole newspaper? I mean, every time something happens, he has to be the one to go down and check it out. Did you notice that, Snuffy? Snuffy? Hey, Snuffy.
Huh?
Well, I was just going to say that it's fun to listen to stories, especially because while you're listening, you can imagine what it's like to be a witch or a princess or an egg.
You woke him up to tell him that.
Of course, Maria. I mean, if I tried to tell him while he was sleeping, he never would have heard me.
Makes sense to me, Bird.
Sometimes I imagine that I would like to be a knight in shining armor in a castle by the sea. A knight in shining armor with a princess by my side. I'd have a magic feather and a horse that I could ride. And the king would say,
Sir Ernie, you're so handsome and so brave. Please rid us of this dragon breathing fire in his cave.
And I'd get on my horse and I'd start to ride. I'd travel my way through the countryside. I'd come at last to the dragon's cave and I'd yell, Mr. Dragon, you better behave. And the dragon would be so scared of me that he'd run away. And the kingdom would be free. And I'd tip my hat. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Sometimes I imagine that I would like to be a daring, bold explorer sailing far across the sea. I'd set out on a sailing ship to find a distant land. I'd gaze across the ocean with my telescope in hand. And the captain would say,
Ernie, there's a big storm drawing near. You're our finest, bravest sailor. You must grab the wheel and steer.
And I'd grab the wheel in the wind and rain. I'd steer the ship through the hurricane. I'd guide the ship with a steady hand. I'd lead the way toward a brand new land. I'd spy the land lying safe and near, and I'd cry, land ho! And the crew would cheer. And I'd tip my hat. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine
Yep.
Sometimes I imagine that I would like to be a person who's named Ernie, who looks quite a lot like me, who likes the things that I like and who does the things I do. And I don't have to imagine, because I'm Ernie, me, that's who. And I tip my hat. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that.
I wonder if there's anything in that newspaper about the story of the three... Oh, you know, the three animals.
What animals?
Oh, the story about the three animals. I forget what you call them.
Do you mean the 3 little kittens?
No, they're bigger than kittens.
How about the 3 billy goats gruff?
Nope.
Oh, you must mean the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
That might be it. How does that story go again?
It goes like this. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears. A father bear, a mother bear, and a baby bear. And they lived in the woods.
In the woods? Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Go on.
Well, one day, the 3 bears decided to go for a walk. And while they were gone, Goldilocks wandered into their house.
I can see it now. Goldilocks wandered into the 3 bears' house.
In the house, she saw 3 bowls on the table. She tasted the father bears and said, "This is too hot." She tasted the mother bears and said, "This is too cold." She tasted the baby bears and said, "This is just right," and she ate it all up. Well, she walked into the living room and saw 3 chairs. She sat on the father's chair and said, "This is too hard." She sat on the mother's chair and said, "This is too soft." She sat on the baby's chair and said, "This is just right." But she sat down with such a thud that she broke it into a zillion pieces. Well, then she went upstairs and saw 3 beds. Well, she lay on the father's bed and said, "This is too wide." Then she lay on the mother's bed and said, "This is too narrow."
Well, wait a minute. Well, what's narrow?
Well, it just means that she didn't fit into it.
All right, I got it. Go ahead.
Well, then she lay on the baby's bed, and it was just right. It was so right that she fell asleep. Just then, the 3 bears came home, and the father bear said, "Somebody's been eating out of my bowl." And the mother bear said, "Somebody's been eating out of my bowl." And the baby bear said, "Somebody's been eating out of my bowl and ate it all up." Then they went into the living room, and the father bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And the mother bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And the baby bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," and they broke it into a zillion pieces. Then they went upstairs, and the father bear said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." And the mother bear said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed." And the baby bear said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed," and there she is. Well, this woke Goldilocks up, and she jumped out of bed and ran down the stairs and out of the house and all the way home to her mother and father. The end.
That was a nice story, Maria. But it wasn't the story I had in mind. No, the three little animals I was thinking of was the three little pigs. That's right, I remember.
Oh, the three little pigs, yes. Well, let's see if there's anything about the three little pigs in here. Let's see. Ah, here's something about the three little pigs. It says, the three little pigs had been fine and living in their homes in Teaneck until today, when a wolf came and blew two of their houses down.
Hi there, Kermit the Frog of Sesame Street News, reporting to you today from the house of the three little pigs. And today we're expecting the big bad wolf to drop around. But first, Hark, I believe this is one of the three little pigs here. Pardon me, Pig. Excuse me. Can I ask you, Kermit the Frog of Sesame Street News? Can I ask you a question or two? For instance, could you tell me what this house is built of?
Straw.
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 Yes. Well, could you tell us exactly why you built your house out of straw?
Because straw is light and easy to carry, and when we get hungry, we can nibble on a wall or two, even.
Well, don't you think it would have been better to build a house out of wood or bricks or something like that, in case somebody like, I don't know, maybe a big bad wolf were to come along and huff and puff and blow the house down?
Blow this house down?
Yeah, well...
I worked 4 days on this house. This is a strong house.
Yeah, but...
Blow this house down?
Well,
blow this house down? I gotta tell the guys that's a good one.
Well,
Tis to laugh.
He seems to take the whole subject rather lightly, but, hark! What do I see coming now?
I'm gonna cook you
It's a large, shaggy thing. Pardon me, but are you indeed the big bad wolf himself?
Oh, I am indeed.
Yeah, well, can you tell me exactly what you had in mind coming around here today?
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, this is where the three little pigs live.
True.
Yeah, and I got some business with them, because I'm gonna make them an offer they can't refuse.
Yeah, well, do you mind if we from Sesame Street stand around to watch?
Okay, but you better stand back.
Okay, I'll just go right over here on this tree.
Little pig, open the door.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, just 1 second. Just a minute. There's a tradition here. The big bad wolf is supposed to say, little pig, let me come in.
Oh, yeah.
That's the line, right?
Right. Little pig, let me come in.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin.
Somehow I thought he would say that.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Stand by, folks. Here it comes. Wow. There he goes, folks. That wolf is huffing and puffing, and it's really quite a... Good heavens, it's quite a breeze he's got going here. We'll see if he's able to blow the house down here. He's really blowing hard. Talk about a strong breath, folks. My heavens. Good grief. The wolf is still blowing, and so this is Kermit the Frog, and the wolf is now returning me to Sesame Street.
Okay, that's enough stories for today. It's time for your nap. Mwah. You guys have a good rest. And you have a good rest, too.
Thanks for the stories, Maria.
Whoosh, it's been a busy day. Hey, you guys mind if I join you? Move over there. That's good.
Have a nice snooze, Kermie.